Guys, welcome back to the channel. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga has some incredible extras in-game. Over 3,000 studs multiplier, a super fast golden gonk droid, a galaxy-wide dance party. These extras are amazing, and if you're trying to farm millions of studs every second, you definitely want to unlock a couple of these. But how exactly do you do it? In order to unlock this content, you first need to save up enough studs for them, but you also need a unique item called a data card. There are 19 data cards in total in the Skywalker Saga, and in today's video, I'm going to break down exactly where and how to get these hidden items. Guys, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and getting notified. We have plenty of LEGO Star Wars videos lined up, and if you like this one, be sure to give it a thumbs up and help us defeat that algorithm. So before we jump into the actual hunt for the data cards, a few tips. First, the cards are all visible on the map, so the best way to track them down is to mark them first. It really helps to have explored most areas of each planet, because any unexplored area will be marked on the map as a series of hexagons, and any collectible in those areas will not show up until you've explored it. So if the data card does not show up on the map, you might have some exploring to do. Besides that, I highly recommend you have the collectible detector upgrade unlocked and maxed out. At max level, it will detect the data cards in the world and it will help you home in on them. That's really all the prerequisites you need. With those two tips, let's jump into the hunt. We're going to be going over the cards planet by planet, starting on Tatooine. There are 3 data cards on this planet, so it's a good one to start on. The first one we're going to go after is in Mos Espa. This one is located directly behind Anakin Skywalker's house. When you exit the landing pad area, you're going to hang a right and you're going to be going straight for quite a while until you pass through the residential quarters. You're going to pass through the droids' quarters. Eventually, you're going to get to the slave quarters, which is where Anakin's house is located. Once you enter that area, you will see Anakin's house directly in front of you. You can go in if you want, just as a point of reference, but the data card itself is on the outside. If you go outside Anakin's house, hang a right out the back, and keep going straight until you hit a dead end, the data card will be inside a doorway, just hanging out. Just walk in and you'll automatically pick it up. The next data card on Tatooine is located in Mos Eisley. To get some of these data cards, you do need a certain character or class. To get this one, you need either a Jedi or a dark side character. In this case, we're using Qui-Gon Jinn. To get to the one in Mos Eisley is really simple. When you exit either the taxi or the landing pad, go straight. You're going to see the trade tower ahead of you. The trade tower is going to be a good point of reference. Once you get to the tower, you're going to hang a quick left. After that, you're going to hang another left. A quick right after that, and then you'll eventually see the data card floating underneath an awning. And this is why you need somebody with Jedi powers. You need to move these boxes off to the right side underneath the data card so you can reach it. You can't jump up to it otherwise. Once you've created your steps though, just jump up onto the awning and you will be able to reach the data card from there. The third and final data card in Tatooine is located in the JUNDLAND Wastes. For this one, you also need a Jedi or dark side character. This one isn't difficult to get to per se, but it's really out of the way, and it actually takes more time than the first two. First, when you get to the JUNDLAND Wastes, you're going to exit the Tashi Station area and head towards the rocky cliffs. Following the marker, you're going to eventually get to Old Ben Kenobi's hut. This is the landmark you're looking for. Behind the hut, you're going to see a scalable wall that you can climb using your lightsaber. When you get to the top of that wall, you'll see a couple of grapple points that you can jump onto. Use those to get to the top of the cliff. Once you're there, follow the marker over to the left, and directly in front of you, you'll see a pile of debris. You have to destroy this debris and reveal the rod that's hidden inside. Use the Force to attach that rod to the cliff wall, and you can then use those rods to jump to the other side. Once you're on the other side of the gap, keep following the marker forward. You'll eventually get to another gap, and you'll find another rod you need to pick up and attach to the wall. Cross that gap also. Once you've crossed, you're going to hit this balance beam, and watch out for this cave in front of you because there are some Jawas that don't like the fact you're intruding on their territory and they will attack. They're not a threat, but they are a nuisance. Once you take them out, directly across from you will be a small gap you have to jump over, and then you jump up to a rock on a level above you. Once you get up to that level, keep following the marker around the cliff, over one more gap, and you'll see the data card floating just ahead. Just walk forward and pick it up. Those are all the data cards on Tatooine. Next, we're moving on to Coruscant, where we have 2 data cards to find. The first one is located in the USCRU district. When you first land over by Dexter's Diner, you're going to follow the marker and head down the stairs. You're going to keep going until you get down to the very bottom floor and keep following the marker around. You're going to eventually get to this mushroom-shaped building, and the data card is directly on the other side of it. In order to get to the data card, you have to jump up on this railing And then from there, you can jump over to the dome-shaped building and simply walk around and pick up the data card. The second data card in Coruscant is found in the Federal District, and this one's actually a little bit misleading if you're following the objective marker to get to it. The marker actually takes you to a spot that you can't get to the data card from. Fortunately, there's a really easy workaround, so when you first get to the Federal District, you're going to hang a right and follow the marker as far as you can go. You're going to go up a set of stairs and then hang a right immediately at the top of those stairs. The marker is going to take you straight into a building, and it's from this building that it wants you to get to the data card, but of course you can't get to it from here. The fix is really easy. Exit the building and hang a left. When you get to the edge of the platform there, you can actually look down and you'll see a spot that you can jump down to. Jump down to that area, follow that all the way around. You're going to walk across a couple of balance beams, and all the way on the other side of that building, you'll find a laser gate that is protecting the data card. Using 2 characters, step on those 2 buttons to drop that laser shield, and you can walk in and pick up that data card. From here on out, all the other planets only have 1 data card each. That's why I wanted to get Tatooine and Coruscant out of the way first. Next up, we have GEONOSIS, and this one is super simple to get to. From the landing pad, just go straight up this hill. You're going to need a character that can grapple, so either a hero or a bounty hunter or an astromech droid, just anybody with a grapple gun. You're going to grapple to those points up on the cliff and then jump your way all the way to the top. When you get to the top of that cliff, you're going to walk around it a little bit, and it's a little bit sketchy because you can't exactly see where you're supposed to land, but directly below you is a platform that you can jump down to. When you jump down to that platform, keep going around the rock face and you'll find another set of grapple points. Go up those grapple points and the data card will be right there at the top. Next up is the data card on Kashyyyk, and just like GEONOSIS, this one is really simple. When you first land on the beach, you're going to walk forward towards that massive tree that's in front of you. Start climbing that tree root and you're going to start going inside the tree. I recommend having the objective marker on for this one because while it's not difficult to get to, there are a lot of twists and turns inside the tree that can get a little bit confusing, so just follow the objective marker all the way to the very top. Once you get to the top, the data card itself is off to the left. Jump across a couple of platforms and you'll see the card floating in an open window. Just jump in the window and you can grab it from there. After Kashyyyk, we have the one on Mustafar. I feel like the prequel data cards are all really simple to get to. It's just a matter of going straight most of the time. From the landing pad, you're going to go straight, following the objective marker, going through a couple of open doors. You'll pass through a couple of the rooms that Obi-Wan and Anakin fought in. Eventually, on the left, you're going to pass a locked terminal that needs a protocol droid. That's how you know you're going the right way. When you pass that terminal, keep going straight. You'll pass a battle droid, and over on the left, you're going to see an enormous set of stairs. Take those stairs all the way to the top, and when you get to the top, go to the edge of the cliff. You're going to see a couple of grapple points that you can get to, and using either an astromech or a hero or something, grapple over there, and the data card is going to be hanging on the 3rd grapple point. Just hit it and you will collect it. Next up is the one in Yavin 4. This one is located directly inside the hangar. As soon as you land, you'll see it floating in the very middle. For this one, you need either a Jedi or a dark side character and somebody who can grapple. You can't get to it from the stairs. You have to use your Force user to move some boxes and make a step. Then using your grapple character, go up onto this ledge, grapple to the grapple point, and then you can jump up onto that platform and pick up the data card. Next up is the data card in HOTH, and this one is a lot easier to find than it is to actually get to. When you first spawn into HOTH, walk forward a couple of steps, turn around, and look up. The data card is directly above where you spawn in, on top of a light fixture. If you walk to the back of the hangar, over on the wall on the right side, you'll see a couple of grapple points. Hit those grapple points and you can get up onto the platform above you. Then from there, hit a couple more grapple points until you get to that light fixture that the data card is on. Drop down and you will pick it up. After Hoth, we're on Dagobah, and once again, for this one, you need another character who can grapple. This one is really easy to get to. When you're at the landing pad, hang a quick left. You're going to see a pond in front of you. Go around the right side of the pond and keep following the marker until you see the data card hanging above you in a tree. There's grapple points right next to the data card, so just find your angle, grapple up there, and jump up to grab the card. Next up, we have the data card on BESPIN, and this one is similar to the one in the Federal District on Coruscant, where the objective marker is a little bit misleading. We'll talk about that when we get there. When you first get off the landing pad, go straight and then take the first left you can. Follow the street down until you get to a set of stairs on your left. Go down those stairs, you'll see another staircase at the very bottom on the right. Go down that set of stairs. After that, pull a 180 and then keep going down the street. Go around that first corner that you see and then keep heading down this strip. In front of this building that's on your right, the objective marker will stop right here. And that's because you're actually standing right on top of the data card. Run over to this platform and then jump down. And then if you look back where you were standing, you'll actually see a section in the wall that you can shoot out with the scavenger's blaster. Once you've busted that wall down, switch over to a character with a grapple gun and then grapple over to the data card and you can pick it up. The last data card for the original trilogy era is found on Endor, and this one is extremely basic. It's right off the landing pad. On the right side, you're going to see an enormous tree. Head towards it and start running down the ramp all the way around the tree. When you get down to the very bottom, you're going to see a hatch attached to the tree on the left. The data card is inside there, but it's locked. In order to open it, keep going down that same path. You're going to see a couple of branches that are hanging down with a target behind those branches. Knock the branches down, shoot the target, and the hatch will open and you can jump inside and grab the card. Next up, we're on JAKKU. This card is found in Nema Outpost. When you first get out of the landing pad, you're going to follow the objective marker up to the north. The data card itself is found inside of a silo. The silo is kind of hard to get up into because the physics of the map kind of makes it hard to jump up there. Just find your angle, double jump, and when you get to the top of the silo, simply jump into the hole and you'll automatically pick up the data card. This one is really easy to get to. You don't need any kind of specific character or class. Anyone can do it. After JAKKU, we're heading to TAKODANA, and the location of this data card is actually directly behind your ship when you first land. When you get to TAKODANA, just walk behind your ship and go down to the end of that path until you can't go anymore. Turn right and you'll actually see the yellow glow of the data card floating inside the water. You can't get to it by jumping in the water, but if you turn around, behind you there's going to be a giant pillar that you can grapple up to. At the top of that pillar is a button. That button will lift the data card and you can get to it from there. We are now moving over to CANTO BIGHT on Cantonica. When you first start on the landing pad, exit the beach and go up the stairs over to your left. When you get into the neighborhood, keep following the marker straight. You're going to go up a set of stairs. There's going to be an alleyway off to your right. Hang that quick right down that alley, then hang an immediate left after you get out of it. And as you go down the street, on the left-hand side, attached to the wall, you'll see a grapple point. It's this grapple point that you need to use to get to the data card, which is here in this balcony. Hit that grapple point and then look around for the next one. You're going to have to do this 3 or 4 more times until you get to the grapple point above the data card. Once you get to that one, simply drop onto the balcony and you will pick it up. The next data card is found on CRAIT, and it's pretty great because it's actually really easy to get to. As soon as you enter the hangar, you'll see the data card floating way up there at the top. All you got to do is walk over to the left here, hit this ladder, walk across the platform, go up 2 more ladders, and when you get to the edge of that platform, you can reach a grapple point by jumping. Hit that grapple point, jump up onto the ledge, and you'll grab the data card. This one is probably one of the easiest ones to get to in the whole game. The second to last data card is located on Kef Bir. From the landing pad at the crash site, go north and follow that path until you get to the Company 77 village. From there, you're going to see an enormous hut off to the left-hand side. Walk towards the hut and the data card is directly behind it. All you got to do is walk behind and you'll pick it up easily. We are on to the last data card in the game, guys. This one is located on EXEGOL. Obviously, from the landing pad, you're going to have to head towards that giant elevator that takes you down into the depths of the planet. There's actually a Kyber brick here that if you have not gotten it yet, I recommend you do it here. It's very easy to jump to it when the elevator is going down. But once you reach that bottom floor, head south and then turn to the left. You'll see a series of pipes, and the data card is floating up on top of those pipes. If you go up the stairs and work your way towards the data card, you actually can't get to it from that side. Double back, go up that second set of stairs, and at the very end there is a chain that you can jump up to and climb up. When you get to the top of the chain, jump over onto the pipes and balance your way all the way to the data card, and you'll eventually get it. And that's all there is to it, guys. Congratulations, you have found all 19 data cards in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Pretty painless, right? Now you can get all of the extras available in the Skywalker Saga. I recommend you pick up all of the stud multipliers and just rake in the dough. There's a golden gonk for fast travel. There's a bunch of cool stuff in there, and with all 19 data cards, you can unlock every single one. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope this helped you out. If it did, give it a thumbs up to let me know. If you're new, subscribe and get notified. We have plenty of LEGO Star Wars content on the way, and I will see you in the next one. Peace!